The Man Who Saved Okinawan Kobudo. The story of Taira Shinken. One man is largely responsible for preserving them. That man was Taira Shinken, a martial artist, historian, and teacher whose work ensured that Ryukyu and weapon arts survived into the modern era. Without him, much of Okinawan Kobudo might have been lost forever. Taira Shinken, 1897 to 1970, was a Japanese martial artist. Born as Maizato Shinken in 1897 on Kume Island, in the Ryukyu archipelago in what is today Okinawa. His birth name was Shinken Maizato. He grew up during a period of massive change. The independent Ryukyu kingdom had already been absorbed into Japan, and many traditional martial arts were disappearing. Today, when martial artists practice Okinawan Kobudo, spinning the bow, striking with the sai, or controlling distance with the nunchaku, few realize that these traditions might have disappeared. Weapons training, once practiced by guards, warriors, and village protectors, was slowly fading, but young Shinken showed deep interest in the old traditions. That curiosity would shape the rest of his life. Karate training and his teachers. In 1922, after traveling to Tokyo to find work, he was introduced to Gichin Funakoshi, a fellow Okinawan and karate instructor. As a young man, Taira Shinken moved to mainland Japan and began studying karate under the legendary master Gichin Funakoshi, the man who introduced karate to Japan. Training with Funakoshi gave him a strong foundation in karate principles, discipline, and teaching. Exchange of knowledge. Taira learned karate from Funakoshi, and in return, he instructed Funakoshi in certain aspects of Kobudo. But Taira's true passion lay elsewhere. Kobudo, the traditional weapons of Okinawa. In 1929, Taira began his studies of Ryukyu Kobudo under Moden Yabiku. He returned to Okinawa to deepen his study of weapons, and there he became a student of Yabiku Moden, one of the few remaining masters of the classical weapons traditions. Under Yabiku Moden, Taira learned ancient weapon kata and techniques that were already becoming rare. In 1932, after studying Kobudo for 3 years and karate for 10 years, he received permission from his masters to open his own dojo. Taira began to teach karate and Kobudo in the Springs resort town of Ikaho, Guma Prefecture, Japan. Taira Shinken training in karate with Sensei Kenwa Mabuni. In 1934, Taira became a student, Deishi, of Kenwa Mabuni. In 1940, Taira opened a Kobudo dojo in Naha, Okinawa. He also opened a dojo in Kanto and Kansai, two major districts of central Japan. He influenced so many of the karate masters in Kobudo. Dr. Tsuyoshi Chitose, founder of Chito-ryu Karate, was a student of Taira Shinken. He also taught Tatsuo Shimabuku Kobudo. Tatsuo Shimabuku, the founder of Isshin-ryu Karate, who learned multiple bo and sai kata from Taira Shinken. Tatsuo Shimabuku, 1908 to 1975, was the founder of Isshin-ryu Karate, and Taira Shinken, 1897 to 1970, was one of his primary instructors, specifically teaching him Kobudo, Okinawan weapon arts. The relationship between these two masters is a cornerstone of the Isshin-ryu system, as Shimabuku integrated Taira's weapon forms into his own. Mastery of Kobudo weapons. Taira Shinken became renowned for his mastery of traditional Okinawan weapons. These included the bo, a 6-foot staff stick. Taira practicing the bo. The sai, a 3-pronged metal weapon. Taira practicing the sai. The nunchucks. Taira Shinken practicing the nunchucks. The tonfa. Taira practicing the tonfa. The kama, a sickle weapon. Taira practicing the sickle. But what made him unique was not just his skill, it was his dedication to researching and collecting old weapon kata from across Okinawa. At a time when many teachers only passed their art to a few students, Taira traveled across the islands seeking elderly masters. He documented their techniques, preserved their kata, and ensured they would not disappear. The formation of Ryukyu Kobudo. In the post-war era, even in Okinawa, the number of Kobudo students was much lower than the number of karate students. To revitalize Okinawan Kobudo study, in 1955, he established the Ryukyu Kobudo Hozon Shinkokai as a continuation of Moden Yabiku's Ryukyu Kobujutsu Society. In 1955, Taira founded the Ryukyu Kobudo Hozon Shinkokai. Its mission was simple but critical: preserve and promote the traditional weapon arts of Okinawa. Through this organization, he systemized Kobudo training and preserved dozens of classical kata from different lineages. Without this effort, many of these forms might have vanished. His system became known as Ryukyu Kobudo. His influence and lineage. Taira Shinken taught numerous students who would later become important instructors. Through them, Kobudo spread internationally. His teachings influenced many modern Okinawan martial arts schools and remain closely connected to traditional Okinawan karate systems. Today, many karate practitioners around the world train Kobudo as a companion art. Much of that curriculum traces back to the work of Taira Shinken. His lineage continues through multiple Kobudo organizations and dojos across the world. Honors and recognition. Taira Shinken eventually became recognized as one of the greatest authorities on Okinawan weapons. He was respected not only for his skill, but for his scholarship. He compiled historical knowledge and martial techniques that otherwise would have disappeared. Many martial arts historians consider him the father of modern Okinawan Kobudo preservation. His work helped legitimize Kobudo as an important cultural tradition of Okinawa. Kata created or composed by Taira Shinken. Taira often used his birth name, Maizato, when naming his original creations. Maizato no Nunchaku, perhaps his most famous original creation. This kata was developed to provide a structured training form for the nunchaku, which previously consisted largely of isolated strikes and drills. Why Taira Shinken was so important. To understand his importance, consider the historical context. After World War II, Okinawa had been devastated, and many traditions were at risk of disappearing. Old teachers were passing away, records were scarce, weapons arts were fading from memory. Taira Shinken stepped in at exactly the right moment. He preserved kata, documented techniques, organized training systems, and taught new generations. Without his work, many Kobudo kata would likely be lost. And the weapons traditions of Okinawa might exist today only in fragments. Taira Shinken passed away in 1970, but his influence continues worldwide. Taira is credited with composing Maizato no Teiko, a kata using metal horse stirrups. The name Maizato relates to his birth name. He continued his studies in Kobudo, cataloging over 40 traditional weapons, kata from around Okinawa. In 1960, Taira was granted a Shihon in the Nihon Kobudo Kenkyujo, and in 1963, he was made vice president of the International Karate Kobudo Federation. On July 1st, 1964, he was promoted to Hanshi by the Japan Kobudo Federation. He was the first president of the Ryukyu Kobudo Preservation and Promotion Society, July 1970. After his death in September 1970, Taira was succeeded in Ryukyu Kobudo Hozon Shinkokai in Okinawa by Eisuke Akimine and in mainland Japan by Inoue Motokatsu. Today, Kobudo is practiced in dojos across more than 50 countries. Every time a martial artist practices bo kata, spins the nunchaku, or trains with sai in the Okinawan tradition, they are carrying forward the work he fought to preserve. Because of Taira Shinken, the weapons of the Ryukyu Islands are not relics of the past. They are living traditions. Thank you for watching. Please press like and subscribe. Alohas.